Be'ur Mishnah Hay, the explanation for Mishnah Hay. Bagmara muvat braita. In the Gemara, it brings down a braita. A braita means a Mishnah that wasn't compiled by Rabbi Yehuda Nasi. Kshalu bnei Agola, after the first temple was destroyed, the people after Purim, so the people came back to Israel. Just by the way, the majority of people did not go back. The majority of people stayed in Babylon. But those who did come back, lo matzu etzim balishka. They couldn't find wood in the courtyard. This is after the temple was already rebuilt. There was, first of all, a little bit of people came back after the 70 years of in between, but most of the people came back after the temple was rebuilt. A lot of people also came back because it was, the temple is back. So people came back. So, but there was, since then, Israel wasn't the same. Israel was like in a famine state. What does it mean? If you go to Africa and you go to villages after there was famine, you can't find wood anywhere, no trees. Why? Because people, in order to cook, in order to warm themselves up, cut all the trees down, and it's in the middle of the famine. Nobody has time to replant, And even if you replant, as soon as the tree is there, you already need wood, so you cut it again. So there's no time for things to go. This was what Yerushalayim was like. No forest, nothing. There was no wood. It was like a very expensive fuel. You can imagine. That's what it was. So they couldn't find etzim balishka. Ve'amdu elu. And we're going to see that these famous families stood up then and they said, you know what? It's on us. You know what it will be like today? It will be like today, the electricity, utilities for Beit HaMikdash. This is what it is. The utilities for Beit HaMikdash was very expensive. Nobody could afford it. People were poor.
And they would donate it.
So the people would donate the utilities. This is what the wood was, the utilities. ועמדו אלו המשפחות המפורטות במשנתנו. These families that we're going to discuss right now, they stood, והתנדבו משלהם. They gave from their own. Like I said, since there weren't enough people in Israel at the time, and there wasn't enough wood in the area, and wood was very expensive, so there wasn't enough in the Beit HaMikdash. והתנו נביאים שביניהם, and they had a condition then, שאפילו לשכה מלאה עצים, that even after you have a full wood, let's say it was a section in the temple full of wood, even if it's full of wood, יהיו אלו מתנדבים משלהם. These families, since they did it in the beginning, it says we're going to give you the honor from now on to give always. שנאמר, והגורלות הפלנו על קורבן העצים, הכהנים, הלוויים והעם, להביא לבית אלוקינו ככתוב בתורה. Just as it says, and the lotteries we gave on the sacrifice of the wood for all the Kohanim, all the Leviim, and all the nation to bring to God's house, just like it's written in the Torah.
Otherwise, the guy is going to have to pay for the wood. The Kohen is going to say, hey, I got 5 pieces of wood for your korban. You have to pay for it.
You'll have to bring yours. There's nothing to work.
As a general.
Yeah. Think about it like a shul. If the congregation doesn't pay for utilities in the shul, you have no utilities. The rabbi is there, everything is there, but nothing is happening. Exactly the same thing.
This is why, like in the previous section, you mentioned that some people consider that the wood was actually part of what they were doing. This is where that comes from.
משנתנו בא לפרט, our Mishnah comes to teach us, שתשעה זמנים קבועים היו בשנה. There were 9 times in the year. And as we're going to see, they're not equal 9 times. So some family brought for 3 months, some families brought for 1 month. Some families brought for more, some families brought for less. Yeah? But there were 9 specific times during the year that they would give us the utilities. Yeah? לשמונה משפחות. So, and there were 9 times a year to 8 families. We're going to see that one family brought it twice. Yeah? There was a specific family that brought it twice. להביא בהם עצים למערכת האש על המזבח. To bring the wood for the fire on the altar. עצים אלו נקראים, these woods are called in our Mishnah, Etzei Kohanim ve'a'am. The wood for the Kohanim and the nation. Okay. Zman Etzei Kohanim ve'a'am. The time that people used to collect these utilities, this wood of the Kohanim and the nation. הזמנים שבהם היו המשפחות דלהלן. These are the times that the families we discussed before, מביאים עצים למערכה. They would bring wood to the altar. 9 זמנים קבועים הם. There were 9 specific times. באחד בניסן, first time was the first of Nisan. היו מביאים, who would bring it on the first of Nisan? בני ערך בן יהודה. The family of ערך from the tribe of Yehuda. היינו משפחה מסוימת משבט יהודה. It was a special family. We're called ערך. That was the name. And they were the from tribe of Yehuda. So that's the first donation. ב-20 בתמוז, from the 20th of Tammuz, on the 20th of Tammuz, בני דוד בן יהודה. Then it was from the lineage of King David, the sons of Yehuda. That family. ממשפחת דוד המלך, from the family of King David. בחמישה באב, on the 5th of Av, בני פרעוש בן יהודה. Again, a certain family, the name was פרעוש. בשבעה בו. See, from the 5 to the 7, it's only...
2 days.
Yeah, it's very small. Yeah. בשבעה בו, באב, בני יונדב בן רכב. The sons of יונדב, the sons of רכב. And they were who? משפחת יתרו. They were from the family of יתרו, who converted so many years ago. בעשרה בו, in the 10th of it, בני שנאה בן בנימין. Again, a family from the tribe of Binyamin. ב-15 בו, on the 15th of it, בני זטו בן יהודה. The sons of Zetu from the tribe of Yehuda. And ועמהם, and with them, together with them, הביאו כהנים ולוויים. All the Kohanim and the Leviim brought with them. I'm going to see soon what. וכל מי שטעה בשבטו. And everybody who was mistaken in his tribe. We're going to explain what it means. The Kohanim and the... just like in Simchas Torah, everybody gets an Aliyah. And then in many shuls, you notice that everybody comes with the last guy. All the kids, all the other people, like the 30-40 people go out. Yeah? So it was kind of similar. All the Jewish people wanted to donate to the temple. Right? So they say, so if you didn't know from which tribe you are, and a lot of people, when they came back from exile, many families didn't know from which tribe they were already. They were already, and sometimes they came back after 150 years, 200 years. So they didn't know. So those who don't know from which tribe they are, and the Kohanim and the rest of the Kohanim and the Levim would bring it with this family together. You'd had a chance to give, here, this is my donation.
So it's kind of, it's anyone that want to bring extra wood, or just those that didn't know what shevet?
Just those who didn't know. שלא ידע מאיזה שבט הוא. That he didn't know from which tribe they are. Yeah. ובני גונבי עלי, בני קוצאי קציעות. Let me just explain what's going on over here. We're going to read it inside. It's even going to be better. I'm sure it's going to be better than my explanation. Gonvei Eli is a tool. It's a tool you use for making cakes, I think, making a date. When you take figs and you make them, you dry them, whatever you call it. Fruit cakes. Yeah. Yeah, fruit cake. That, I think that's what Eli is. And kotzei ktziot is they cut branches. That's what it means. And we're going to see also fruit cakes, I think, something to do with this. We'll see soon. So those family, the sons of those two families are going to see. We're going to see something happen in history that reflects this. Let's see. בברייתא בגמרא מבואר, in the Braita and the Gemara it explains, מה היו בני גונבי עלי ובני קוצי קציעות? Who are the ones who stole the Eli and the sons who cut the קציעות? אמרו, they said, פעם אחת גזרה המלכות גזרה על ישראל. There was one time that the Romans, the Greeks, whoever there was, there were the time that they made a decree on the Jewish people. What was the decree? שלא יביאו ביקורים לירושלים. They would say the decree was no one travels to Yerushalayim with bikurim. You guys have all the time, all this kind of, we're going to stop this. Yeah? Bikurim means the first fruit. You're not going to bring the first fruit into Yerushalayim. Ve'oshivu pruzudaot ala drachim. And they put guards on the ways. Just like over here, there's supposed to be guards. There's no guards. Over then, there was guards. That's the difference. Yeah. כדרך שהושיב ירבעם בן נבט שלא יעלו ישראל לרגל. Just as the same way, when the two tribes of Israel were separated, Israel and Yehuda, Yerabam ben Navat made sure that no one from the tribes of Israel are going to go up to Yerushalayim. So a lot of people think that Yerushalayim was the center of Jewish life. Yeah, but you should know that for the majority of the time the Beis HaMikdash stood, most people in Israel couldn't go up to Yerushalayim. There were two states and they were fighting with each other.
But only the second.
Yeah. Masu ksherim sheboto ador. So what did the people did in that generation? Heviu salei bikurim. They brought a basket of fruit, first fruit, vechipum bektsiot, and they filled on the top. They put fruit cakes. Te'enim yeveshot. They put dried figs. Ve'natlum, and they took them. Ve'eli, and they also took an eli. What's an eli? An eli, etz shekotshim bo b'machteshet. It's a wood, it's like a tool that you use to grind things with. Al ktefehem, they took this on their shoulders. Ve'kivan shegiu etzel pruzdaot, and once they got to the guards, says, hey, no bikurim. Amru lahem, they told them, le'echan atem olchim. They said, where are you guys going? Omrim lahem, so they told them, לעשות שני עיגולי דבלה במכתשת שלפנינו. We're going to make these figs into a fruit cake with this tool. That's what they told them. Or not with this tool. Was a grind house, like a windmill, whatever it was, down the road. They said, we're going to do it over there. הנמצאת במקום הסמוך, that is found in the peninsula. ובעלי שעל כתפינו, and we're going to use this instrument on our shoulders as part of the process, whatever it is. כיוון שעברו מהם, once they passed the guards, יתרום בסלים והביאום לירושלים. Then they took out the figs out, and they brought it to Yerushalayim. ועל כך שם נקראו בני גונבי עלי ובני קוצאי קציעות. That's why what they called the sons, that the one who stole the Eli, so-called stole, ubnei kotzei ktziot, and the son of kotzei ktziot. What's the kotzei ktziot? We're going to say shayu gonvim leva shumrim, because they stole the heart of the guards, be'eli, with that instrument she'al ktefam, that was on the shoulder, ubektziot shechipu b'hem et habikurim, and with the ktziot that they put on the bikurim. I don't know if it says, I remember another story from the Gemara, that there was another time with the wood. So now you brought the bikurim, right? But there's no wood over here. So the whole idea of this Mishnah is that they brought wood. Yeah. So what I remember from the Gemara, don't hold me to it. There was another time, I think it's the same guys, maybe different guys, that brought the same guards were there. Don't bring anything to Yerushalayim, and they brought ladders. They made ladders, out of to climb up. And when they came to the guards, they said, "What is this?" It says, "We're selling ladders." That's what they said. And now they got to Yerushalayim. They broke it down and they get the woods. Yeah. I don't know why he doesn't bring it here. Okay. כך מסופר עליהם שפעם אחת. Oh, yeah. He does say that. Actually, that's going to say that. Yeah, he does say that. Yeah, I remember it from the Gemara. Yeah. כן מסופר עליהם שפעם אחת גזרה מלכות גזירה שלא יביאו יוצאים למערכה. And it was the same thing when they one time stated to them not to put wood for the altar. והושיבו פרוזדות על הדרכים. They put the guards. מה עשו יראי החטא שבאותו הדור? What did the people of that generation did? הביאו גזריהם. They took the wood. ועשו סולמות, they made ladders, והניחו על כתפיהם והלכו להם. They put it on their shoulders and they went. כיוון שהגיעו אצלם, אמרו להם, הפרוזדות להיכן אתם הולכים? When they told to them, where are you going? אמרו להם, להביא גוזלות משובח. He says, we have, what do you call it? Doves on they used to make buildings for doves, like a big, like a big column, and on top there was a birdhouse. So it says we need this for שלפנינו ובסולמות שכתפינו. We're using the ladders on our shoulders. כיוון שעברו מהם, once they passed the guards, פירקום ולום לירושלים. They took them apart and they brought the wood to ירושלים. שעל שם כך קראו להם בני סלמי הנטופתי. And this is, the name was the sons of Salmai Hanaftuti. וכל אלו היו מביאים עצים מבני זוטה ב-15 באב. All these guys used to bring this wood on the 15th of Av. ב-20 באב, בני פחת מואב בן יהודה. Yeah, this is the sons from the family of פחת. יש סוברים, there are those who hold, שהם משפחת יואב בן צרויה. These are from the family of יואב בן צרויה. This is in Ezra. ב-20 באלול, בני עדין בן יהודה, the sons of עדין from the tribe of יהודה. ב-1 בטבת, שבו בני פרעוש שנייה. And in the first of Teveth, the sons of Parosh brought a second time. They already brought a first time. הביאו עצים פעם שנייה. They brought wood the second time. לאחר שכבר הביאו ב5 באב. We already know that they brought on the 5th of Av. ב1 בטבת, in 1 of Tevet, שחנוכה חלה בו לעולם. In the first of Tevet, there's always Hanukkah. Right? In the first Tevet, there's also, because Hanukkah starts Chaf Hei Cheshvan. So the first of Tevet, it's always going to be always Hanukkah. לא היה בו מעמד. So we learned, when we say Hallel, Hanukkah we say Hallel, therefore we learned last time that there's no extra davening to the people because of the Hallel. בכלל, why? שהיה בו Hallel. Because there was Hallel in it. שהרי בחנוכה קוראים Hallel שלם, because in Hanukkah we read the whole Hallel, והוא דוחה את המעמד של שחרית, and it pushes off the מעמד of שחריס. כמו ששנינו במשנה הקודמת. We didn't learn that it pushes it off. We only learned that it pushes it off in Musaf or in Ne'ilah and Mincha. But that was according to the one rabbi, that Mishnah that we learned was according to the rabbi, not our rabbi. Not the halacha rabbi. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Okay. וקורבן מוסף של ראש חודש, and the sacrifice of מוסף וקורבן עצים שהביאו בבני פרוש, ושני הקורבנות האלה דוחים את שאר המעמדות של מוסף. So also because of these two sacrifices of בני פרוש and זהו, the מעמדות was completely pushed away because it wasn't only Hanukkah, it was also these things. So it says you don't have time for any of the rest. מנחה ולילה. בגמרא מבואר, in the Gemara it explains, שדווקא הלל